The internet is a strange and twisted place, where dark fantasies, eerie urban legends, and haunting tragedies come together in ways few would expect. In this video, we'll explore some of the most disturbing corners of the web. An ominous website inspired by Death Note, the chilling final moments of a doomed flight, and a disturbing sports clip that birthed its own urban legend. Brace yourself for Volume 2 of twisted and disturbing things from across the internet. The content of this video may be distressing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Dana Shine is a Japanese website that functions as an online Death Note. Its name translates to husband in English. If you're unfamiliar, Death Note is a Japanese manga in which the main character finds a mysterious book. The book, titled Death Note, grants its possessor the ability to unalive anyone whose name is written on one of its pages. Dana Shine contains thousands of entries dating back to June 2016. Here's an entry from October 2023 titled, "When he I'll finally be able to thank God for giving him birth. Not a day goes by that I don't wish for that. Every day I chant to the sleeping. So when will you? Ideally, my parents-in-law, who are in poor health, would die within a year and I'll receive an inheritance. Within a year and a half, the will follow suit and suddenly. My children and I will receive the inheritance and live happily ever after. When I'll finally be able to thank God that he was born." On the website is a list of rules for the Death Note, such as, the Death Note is only effective if you are writing about your husband. If a cause of death is not specified, it will be listed as a and the time of death can be controlled as long as it occurs within 23 days of writing in the Death Note. These rules mirror the manga, which also includes a set of rules that the Death Note adheres to. The rule stating that the death will be listed as a if not otherwise specified, appears verbatim in the manga. The most disturbing section of Dana Shine is the page titled, "Death Note has been reported to be effective." This portion of the website is dedicated to reporting the effectiveness of the Death Note. Here's a short post highlighting one user's success. "Thank you, it was surprisingly effective. Since I started posting here, my abusive husband's health has deteriorated, and he was finally given a prognosis last week. I have endured being treated like a slave for the past 30 years, so I can finally see the light of day. I might be free." The twisted appeal of Dana Shine lies in its ability to channel real frustrations and desires for revenge into a ritualistic, anonymous space, mirroring the dark fantasy of the Death Note manga. For many, it seems to act as a coping mechanism, a place to vent emotions they might otherwise keep hidden. But as these posts blur the line between fantasy and reality, one can only wonder if this form of expression is ultimately freeing, or if it darkens the user's hearts even more. Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport, Boone County, Kentucky, United States. The day is Thursday, January 9th, 1997, and the time is 14:53. Comair Flight 3272, a flight from Cincinnati to Detroit, has just taken off. On board are 29 individuals, 26 passengers, and 3 crew members. Within an hour, the plane, an Embraer EMB 120 Brasilia, begins its approach to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport. Air Traffic Control instructed the pilots of Comair Flight 3272 to descend to 4,000 feet and turn right to a heading of 180 degrees. 45 seconds later, further instructions were provided to the flight crew. While performing one of the instructed turns, Captain Dan Carlson made the following statement: "Yeah, looks like your low-speed indicator," and requested increased power to the engines from First Officer Kenneth Reese. Suddenly, the aircraft stalled, violently rolling 145 degrees to the left, then to the right, and back to the left again. This is the cockpit recording of that horrifying moment.
Yeah, like your low speed indicator. Power.
Autopilot.
Bank angle.
Autopilot.
Approach 1594 to Detroit approach, reduce speed to 170,
Autopilot.
Tragically, this recording captured Captain Dan Carlson's final words. Comair Flight 3272 crashed nose down 18 miles southwest of Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport at 15:54. The wreckage was located in a rural field in Raisinville Township, Monroe County. There were no survivors. In those final moments, Captain Dan Carlson's voice, understandably stricken with panic, conveyed the fleeting dread experienced by the 29 individuals on board. His words, captured on the cockpit recording, serve as a haunting reminder of life's fragility. Preserved in sound is the memory of a flight that would never reach its destination, yet would always be remembered. The Angel of Death is a video that has been etched into my memory, a video I'll never forget. It features a clip from a football, soccer match between Al Rayed in red and Hajer in white. This video has stuck with me because I grew up playing and still play a lot of football. It's something I always thought could happen to me. The video begins abruptly, showing a player from each team competing for a bouncing ball. The Al Rayed player leads with his foot, while the Hajer player attempts to head the ball. Although the Hajer player successfully connects his head with the ball, he is kicked in the head by the Al Rayed player, who was attempting to kick the ball. What follows is disturbing. There are two versions of this video on YouTube, one dating back to 2008 and the other to 2009. The description of the 2008 Angel of Death video reads, "Football player dies on pitch, some say he was taken by the Angel of Death." More graphically, the description of the 2009 Angel of Death video states, "Snapped neck and snapped back. Instant death, but the Angel of Death coming, dragging the Arabian pitch, OMG." Fortunately, Abdulrahman Al-Shabi, the Hajer player who was kicked in the head, is alive and well. What we see in the Angel of Death video is a seizure and nothing more. In fact, Al-Shabi was declared fit to play in Hajer's next match and went on to score 2 goals. I believe this urban legend began because of the religious imagery in Al-Shabi's pose at the conclusion of his seizure. His pose bears similarities to Jesus on the cross. That brings us to the conclusion of Volume 2 of Twisted and Disturbing Things from Across the Internet. If you enjoyed this exploration of Dana Shine, Comair Flight 3272, and the Angel of Death, I would greatly appreciate it if you could like this video and show your support by clicking the subscribe button. If you'd like to share your own ideas for twisted and disturbing things from across the internet that I could explore in a future video, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.